Oscar rubbed his temples, staring at the holographic display floating before him in the diplomatic chamber. 3 months ago, he'd been a cargo hauler on the Terran transport routes. Now, through a series of bureaucratic mishaps and one spectacularly unfortunate lottery drawing, he was Earth's cultural representative to the Javian Empire. The tradition is sacred, Ambassador Kelvin explained for the 3rd time, his voice tight with barely concealed panic. You must choose a mate from the assembled court. It's how they seal alliances. This is insane, Oscar muttered. I'm not qualified for this. I failed my pilot's exam twice, yet here you are. Kelvin's smile didn't reach his eyes. The Javians have 40 warships in orbit. We have 3 frigates and a lot of hope. So please, just pick someone, smile, and don't start an interstellar incident. The doors hissed open, revealing a vast hall filled with beings from across the Javian territories. They came in every conceivable form, crystalline entities that chimed with each movement. Beings of pure energy contained in mechanical suits, and dozens of humanoid species Oscar couldn't begin to identify. I can't just point at someone, Oscar whispered urgently. You have to. It's tradition. The choosing must be immediate, instinctive. They believe it reveals the soul's true desire. Kelvin gave him a firm push. Go. Oscar stumbled into the hall. Hundreds of eyes and other sensory organs fixed upon him. His collar felt too tight. His dress uniform itched. Somewhere in the crowd, someone laughed, sound like wind chimes in a hurricane. The Javian Emperor rose from his throne, a towering figure of blue-black chitin and ancient authority. Human Oscar, his voice boomed through the translation matrix. You stand before the court of 1,000 worlds. As is our way, you may choose a partner from among those assembled. This bond will unite our peoples. Choose now, and choose true. Oscar's mind raced. This was impossible. How could he choose? What if he offended someone? What if he picked wrong and started a war? His hand rose of its own accord, trembling, and his finger pointed at random into the crowd. He croaked. The whole fell silent. Every being in the chamber turned to look at where Oscar pointed. There, partially hidden behind a delegation of reptilian diplomats, stood a young woman. She was human or human enough. Copper-red hair fell in waves past her shoulders, and her eyes were the color of Earth's oceans, wide with shock. She wore simple clothes, utilitarian and practical, nothing like the ornate garments surrounding her. Oh no, Kelvin breathed behind him. Oh no. The Emperor's mandibles clicked rapidly. Laughter. Oscar's cultural briefing supplied helplessly. The human chooses true indeed. Come forward, Daisy of the Stellar Gardens. The woman Daisy moved through the crowd as it parted before her. Up close, Oscar could see the subtle differences. Her skin had a faint iridescent quality, and her ears tapered to delicate points. She wasn't human at all. You have chosen my daughter, the Emperor announced, and the hall erupted in what Oscar hoped was celebration. The Princess Daisy, cultivator of the Stellar Gardens, keeper of the living ships, and heir to 17 systems. Oscar felt the blood drain from his face. Princess. Daisy reached him, and he was surprised to see she looked as terrified as he felt. You actually chose me, she whispered in perfect English. Why, I didn't know. I just pointed and you pointed at me. Her ocean eyes searched his face. I've been hiding at the edge of these ceremonies for 5 years. No one ever noticed me before. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to, no. She cut him off, and something flickered in her expression. Not anger, curiosity. Father says the random choice reveals truth. Perhaps there's wisdom in randomness. The Emperor approached, his massive form somehow gentle. My daughter has refused 47 suitors. She claims they all want the crown, not the gardener. His multifaceted eyes fixed on Oscar. Tell me, human, what do you want? Oscar swallowed hard. Honesty seemed the only option left. To not start a war. To go home. To understand how I ended up here. He looked at Daisy. I don't want your crown. I barely want my own life right now. Daisy laughed a genuine, surprised sound. He's honest, at least. Honesty is rare in court, the Emperor mused. Daughter, what say you? She studied Oscar for a long moment. He saw intelligence in those eyes, and loneliness, and something that might have been hope. The old ways say we must spend 1 lunar cycle together. If, after that time, either wishes to part, the bond dissolves with honor. That is the law, the Emperor confirmed. Then, I accept the choosing, Daisy said. Let's see what randomness and honesty can build. Oscar blinked. Just like that, she smiled, and it transformed her face. Besides, I'm curious about someone who would choose the gardener over the princess. Either you're the cleverest diplomat Earth has ever produced, or the most genuine fool. Either way, you're interesting. Definitely the fool. Oscar admitted. Gucci took his hand, her touch warm and real. Clever people are exhausting. Come, let me show you the stellar gardens. If we're to be bonded, you should meet my children. Children? The ship's eyes sparkled. Living vessels grown from stardust and song. They're beautiful, Oscar of Earth. And unlike court politics, they're honest about wanting to eat you. Despite everything, the absurdity, the terror, the cosmic joke, his life had become Oscar found himself laughing. That's refreshing, actually. As they walked from the hall together, Ambassador Kelvin's relieved voice crackled in Oscar's hidden earpiece. I don't know how you did it, but you just secured the most powerful alliance in the sector. Well done. Oscar glanced at Daisy, who was explaining something about photosynthetic hull plating with infectious enthusiasm. He hadn't chosen her for politics or power. He'd chosen her through blind chance, cosmic randomness, the universe's own lottery. But looking at her now, he wondered if perhaps randomness was just another word for fate, and if choosing without knowing was somehow the most human thing of all. The end.